Now at 4, the governor considering new action to stop the spread of COVID-19. Why he says doing nothing could jeopardize the community.
Coming up, new safety measures for mass gatherings in Ohio. The rules that you need to know before you plan an event.
Plus, waiting for COVID-19 test results. Why some patients are being tested twice before getting an answer.
Local for you. NBC4 Today starts now.
And good morning, everyone. Thank you for waking up with NBC4 Today. I'm Matt Barnes.
And I'm Monica Day. You know, yesterday was cold, but when the sun came out, it actually turned out to be pretty nice.
It's been okay, yeah, as long as the sun gets out.
As long as the sun comes out.
That's the big thing. And,
come on, sun.
Yeah, one more factor involved is if we get the sun out there and we don't get the wind.
That's the other thing.
That would help.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly today. It's not going to be quite as warm as yesterday as we head into the afternoon. We take a look here at our Storm Team 4 Live Viper radar and satellite this morning. We're not seeing much in the way of any cloud cover. We had a weak clipper system make its way across the northern part of the state last night, brought clouds and a cold front into central Ohio, but no precipitation, thankfully.
Local for you. NBC4 Midday starts now.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us for NBC4 Midday. I'm Audrey Hasson. Chilly start to this Tuesday morning. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Bob Nunnally joins us now with your most accurate forecast. Did I hear the word flurries, Bob?
I hate to say, but I've seen a couple out there so far. Oh, man, it's going to be cold, too. We got a really cold wind. Let's take a look at what we're going to be dealing with here as we start out. We see the camera kind of shaking around here as we head into the afternoon. That's our tower camera bouncing around, and that breeze, a 20-mile-per-hour wind in some locations.
Local for you. First at 4 starts now.
One day after his announcement of a statewide curfew, Governor Mike DeWine making several stops around the state, including right here in central Ohio. He's trying to get the message out there that everyone needs to act quickly to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Good Wednesday evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. First at 4, I'm Darlene Hill.
And I'm Brad Johansen. As of right now, the Columbus Department of Health has not released the latest coronavirus numbers in the state. Normally, they are out by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Once they're released, NBC4 will get them to you on air and, of course, online. NBC4's Adrienne Robbins live at John Glenn International Airport. Adrienne, what is the governor saying now on this barnstorming tour?
Local for you. First at 4 continues now.
Just a day after the governor announced a statewide curfew for Ohio, today Mike DeWine touring the state as he attempts to get his message. Change is definitely needed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brad Johansen.
And I'm Darlene Hill. Thank you so much for staying with us here at NBC4 at 4:30. NBC4's Adrienne Robbins, though, is live at John Glenn International Airport, where the governor just wrapped up his news conference just a short time ago. And Adrienne, what does he have to say about the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday?
Darlene, people gathering for Thanksgiving is absolutely a concern.
All right, local coverage is coming up here on NBC4 at 5 o'clock, including the wait for a COVID-19 vaccine, what Ohio's distribution plan looks like right now. Also, adjusting to new guidelines, the decisions being made by business owners tonight with a curfew looming.
Also ahead at 5 o'clock, the city of Columbus and Franklin County now taking similar action when it comes to keeping people at home and away from others when that stay-at-home advisory takes effect. Also, Governor Mike DeWine making a number of stops across the state today. The reason behind it and the challenge he is facing from the legislature. These stories and more right now on NBC4 at 5.
Local for you. NBC4 at 5 starts now.
We got to slow down. We don't want to shut down, but we got to slow down. We got to pull back.
We're just over 24 hours away from a statewide curfew, and today, Governor Mike DeWine traveling the state to warn residents about the alarming increase in COVID-19 cases. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us at 5 o'clock. I'm Brad Johansen.
And I'm Darlene Hill. The Department of Health has yet to release the latest case numbers right here in Ohio. That information is typically released every afternoon about 2 o'clock.
Local for you. NBC4 at 5:30 starts now.
All right, the governor spent the day crisscrossing the Buckeye State talking to reporters and residents about a statewide curfew to help curb the spread of the coronavirus. Now he's responding to those who think it goes too far and not far enough. Thank you, everybody, for staying with us on this Wednesday here at NBC4 at 5:30. I'm Darlene Hill.
And I'm Brad Johansen. NBC4's Adrienne Robbins is live at John Glenn International Airport, where the governor made one of his stops today and had some things to say. Share with us, Adrienne.
Brad, the governor is making a plea to Central Ohioans to wear a mask, social distance, and limit those contacts to try to stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Local for you, NBC4 at 6 starts now.
Columbus and Franklin County officials are taking new measures to try to slow the spread of the coronavirus, announcing a new stay-at-home advisory. It takes effect in exactly 48 hours. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Marshall.
Hello to you. I'm Kerry Charles. Starting this evening, Friday, at 6, that is, people in those places are asked to stay home and avoid gathering with others or going out. Now, there are exceptions, including work and essential needs like grocery store trips. Schools can continue their attendance plans, although leaders are urging all extracurricular activities to stop.
NBC4's Danielle Grossman is live now with more on the message from county and city leaders. And Danielle, why this new stay-at-home advisory that seems to go far beyond the governor's curfew?
It does, Colleen. That's right. You know what? Our hospitals, they're just overwhelmed right now. And an OSU Wexner Medical Center physician tells us in the past 2 weeks, they've seen an 82% increase in COVID-19 patients. Now, Mayor Andrew Ginther says this was the next best step to help combat and stop the spread of COVID-19.
It's terrifying.
Local for you, NBC4 at 7 starts now.
Ohio State survives a nervous afternoon, hanging on to beat Indiana. Thanks for joining us tonight at 7. I'm Jennifer Bullock. And that game, of course, played in an empty Ohio Stadium. Sports director Jerod Smalley was among the few people who were inside to see it happen in person. And what a game it was, Jerod.
Back and forth. A lot of activity in this game with zero activity in the stands.
Exactly.
An odd contrast there. The game lived up to the billing of 2 top 10 teams. Both of them, though, with glaring weaknesses.
Local for you, NBC4 at 11 starts now.
I'm personally feeling pretty strapped.
Columbus and Franklin County Metro Parks announced their own mask requirement, saying this step is to protect the health and well-being of visitors and staff members. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Colleen Marshall.
I'll tell you, I'm Kerry Charles. Now, we can tell you there is an industry taking a big hit from this new rule. Many are wondering what to do next.
NBC4's Danielle Grossman live at High Banks Metro Park, where they've seen a 30% increase in traffic during the pandemic. So, Danielle, who is this going to hurt?
Now, breaking news from NBC4.
Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for this breaking news update. I'm Darlene Hill.
And I'm Brad Johansen. Governor Mike DeWine holding a news conference at John Glenn International Airport. He is heading up to the podium as we get ready, and we will take him as he gets ready to speak.